For my presentation, I decided to do how toxic relationships can affect a person. I asked a couple people what their definition of a toxic relationship was, and most of the answers were when you know you're in a bad relationship but you keep going back. A lot of people our age are in toxic relationships but they're oblivious to the fact. So I'm going to talk about signs, the effects, and then how to avoid them. So for the signs, one of them is what they say to you. If they cuss you out or if they constantly try to tell you different things, like you should change about yourself, that's one of the signs. Also how they act, if they're constantly avoiding you or they start like doing bad things, that could be another sign. Or physical contact, which hitting you, touching you when you don't want to. 1 in 3 adolescents in the U.S. are victims of physical, sexual, emotional, or verbal abuse. Also, nearly 1.5 high school students are abused in a single year. Now I'm going to talk about the effects. Some of the effects could be depression, anxiety, or PTSD. For PTSD, it could cause insomnia, nightmares, negative thoughts, or flashbacks. Now I'm going to talk about how to avoid them. One of them is don't give yourself away too easily. So don't tell them certain things that you don't want them knowing, or don't do things for them that you don't want to do. Also, know your worth and don't stick around. You should know that you're better than the way they're treating you, and if something does happen, you don't have to stay. And understand what is a healthy relationship and what is not. A healthy relationship, you talk about things, they know their boundaries, and with one that's not, they hurt you, they say things to you. And for my conclusion, over 33% of people or teens who have been in abusive relationships have never told anybody about it. A lot of people are oblivious to that fact that they're in a toxic relationship, and if you see something, you should say something.